Hello everyone, it is Partyfoot back, this time playing a little bit of Ruler Waves 3, a bit out of left field here, but I am capturing this battle that I've just initiated in the German-Russian War of 1915, so a little bit out of sync with the previous chronology. And you see we haven't started here yet, but we do have what I'm, quite proud of, my little fleet here of semi-modern BBs. They're actually battle cruiser classification because they're not that heavily armored, but they are pretty heavily gunned. I mean, not in caliber, again, only 12-inch guns, but they do have what we push for really, really hard, which is the super firing forward turrets, which means we have incredible chase potential compared to what we expect to find on the Russian side. Well, that's the plan at least. And we have two different. We actually have three different designs on the field, but this will be our main battle fleet. The four battle cruisers, two different classes. These are cross-deck firing, the very original dreadnoughts that we built. And then they were superseded by the Von der Tann class, which are a little bit faster and have those super firing forward turrets. And then we have obviously a big screen of destroyers. We also have, I think we've just spawned in a little weird manner here, but we also have a division of light cruisers, which we are hopefully going to be able to use to defend our battle line against any rush of DDs from their side. And then we have our very, very quick, for this stage in the world, battle group of battle cruisers going up 30 knots with, again, those super firing forward turrets, which are extremely nice for the chase. So, let's see what's going to happen. We'll advance time here and see when we sight the enemy ship. Now, I'm hoping that this is going to be a big strategic battle here in the Balkans. An unknown ship is sighted. What do we got? At the extreme of our range. It's partially cloudy here, dead calm. Okay, so that's good. Let's see. There's a. I keep disregarding when. Okay, here. How long have we got till sunset? It's daylight. It's in 4 hours. So okay, so it's not going to be an extremely long scenario before it gets dark, and we most likely lose each other. But here we go. Okay, first things first, all squadrons to max speed. It's going to take a little bit of time to gain speed on these heavy ships, so we want to get as quick as possible. We have, a decent amount of technology, so we don't have to worry so much about the overheating problems of the triple expansion steam engine craft now that we're using turbines and oil. Let's see if we can do this. All right, here we go. All right, we're going to take a couple of turns here. They're well outside of our range. You can probably move in a little bit. We are intending to be quite aggressive. I mean, we could have put the turrets on the rear of our ships and gone for a kind of bait and switch. Okay, here we go. They're coming south. Let's see. We kind of want, when the sun sets, for the glare to be coming from behind us. So we're in a good position from that respect. We might want to keep. Let's see. If they're heading south, let's turn in a little bit here. I do want to bring in the range, see if we can get at least shelling some of their extremities. Let's see what they want to do. Moving closer, moving closer. Taking a while to speed up here. We are coming into range of our big guns on our battlecruiser expeditionary force. We're going to kind of start lining them up. We've got thick decks. Well, do we? No, now, I may be thinking of my more modern design, still in shipyards, which does have, I believe, a 4-inch armored deck, which is crazy for those long-range exchanges, but these are not those. Okay, so we are sighting unknown ships, and they are firing at the battlecruiser squadron. So they outrage us, huh? Okay, good. You know what? That means we have to be all the more aggressive. Everyone come in. We'll see if we can kind of cut this force off a little bit and get the classic pincer going. Now, we do need to make sure these guys don't get too far ahead of themselves. They are quite fast. Maybe we should keep them, at least get them in range, and then we'll start skirting out. So let's... They're turning into us. Okay. Now these light cruisers should be kept in reserve. It's a shame we couldn't get them a bit faster, because 30 is basically minimum here. Or it will be soon. Okay, they're turning into this. This is good for us. We'll level out this course and maybe take even a flanking direction. I don't want them to come this way, because then our southern force will really have a problem engaging, which would be bad. Okay, they're turning north. Exchanging fire. Exchanging fire. No one's seems to have landed anything too serious yet. We do get a hit on the turret top of Hindenburg. Does it jam a turret or anything? Hopefully not. That would be a bad start. Okay, they're confident. What we might want to do, I think probably doubling back, going through our own fleet is brutal. Just like BT, we've got our expeditionary force in a slightly more, because we're actually moving away from our main fleet a little too quickly. Okay, let's see. About turn, away, draw them in. Okay, perfect. We want to line up a little better here before we do this maneuver. Turn together. Hard to port. Turn away. We do land a shot on the second in the line. Looks like that fire is coming from the Lutzow. Great ship in real life. Okay, the light cruisers, we definitely... This looks like a pretty small force potentially of theirs, unless we've more to spot. You guys got to come in as quickly as you possibly can. And start getting some... Okay, we turned out. Will they follow? Of course, now our forward gun configuration is doing us no favors until we... Let's see if we... Now, I'm not actually sure if you're abreast and then you uncheck turn together, if the AI is very graceful about resuming the line, but let's do it anyway. Maybe just... Do we want to slow down? Just for the maneuvering here, just a little bit of a slowdown, just so no one freaks out. And we're not all going full bore. Okay, we are in range with our second force. Actually, we've turned it out, but we could turn back in now that we are coming in range with our other force. We still need to swing in because these dreadnoughts in the back only fire like a T-shaped broadside, which isn't super great. Let's give it one more. Let's kind of angle ourselves out a bit further like this, and then let's give one more tick here. Regaining formation, which is good. Maybe just a little bit more action. Yeah, you know what? Let's get some more action going. We have pulled back. I don't want to slow down too much. Speed is quite nice, maneuvering and you know, keeping the enemy's shells from hitting us too closely. Okay, we are firing back and forth. Not getting too accurate so far, it would feel. Okay, these light cruisers definitely don't want to get too much in the mix, but they are... If they get targeted by the battle cruisers, they could be in trouble. They're turning away, turning in. Could we about turn here and put pressure on them as they turn away? Let's see if that works. We do have pretty good fire. This is looking pretty even. Nice broadsides, which means we've got all of our guns. Problem is, these guys are the ones who really need the tight broadside, and I think a gear in the back here is probably not getting the chance that it needs. But let's see if we can do something about that with this next move. Okay, halfway through the turn. A little bit further to go. Okay, we've completed the turn. Don't tell me that you've got problems with your steering gear. Okay, let's uncheck the turn together. I need to observe the behavior here so that I know what's going to happen next time a bit better. Okay, they're turning away. Let's turn in. Don't forget the cruisers if we are slowing down a little bit, let's just take the foot off the gas a little bit. No, you know what? That's a lie. We're going out flanking with both of these guys. We want to get a nice wide arc on them, and that is how we're going to do this. Big pincer move. Here we go. Van der Taan is... Let's actually have a look and see what's happening with Van der Taan. Do they have a jammed rudder? No. Signaling error, perhaps. We are probably still communicating with signal flags. So, you know, perhaps I should have drilled more, like the actual Germans who... Oh, I see. This is his jink to get into the line. Of course, jinking with a, you know, 25,000-ton battleship. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, we can keep going. Keep going. We are at max here. Do we know what their max speed is? Can we estimate that? 25 knots. So that, unfortunately, they also have... I thought I would have the cutting edge on fast BBs, but apparently they also have quite the BB list and have been building that up. I didn't really respect the Russian fleet that much until this moment. Although, I feel like we're still hopefully going to do a good job on them here. More ships coming into our purview right now. Looks like some big ones. Potentially the second group of battlecruisers. I think we were moderately evenly matched going into this. Okay. Unknown ships on the horizon. Okay. These DDs in between. Where are our light cruisers? Let's make sure we keep them... Maybe come down here. You continue going this way. You know what I really miss? I had a campaign with some very, very capable armored cruisers. I need to get some armored cruisers into the mix. Okay, opening fire, but not too much going on yet in terms of hits. Okay, we are identifying a lot of ships. Now, okay, do we run south with these guys? Potentially have these guys run south with us as well, away from our expeditionary force. I don't know why I'm calling it that. I don't even know if I can really pronounce that word properly. Or do we turn north, kind of skim across this guy's tail and come back into coalition with you guys? Or maybe a deeper turn south, so that they're forced to turn in, and then we can come down on the top of them with our northern force. Okay, let's try that. No big hits coming in back and forth. Light cruisers making their way. Okay, we haven't had an aggressive move from them. Okay, in a previous battle, we were able to drive like Nelson style between two groups of enemies, and I'm trying to see it. It's not going to happen because we don't have as much speed relative to them as we might like to really make a huge tactical move like that. Come on, give us some hits, boys. I know we've been training gunnery in the North Sea. We can hit. Well, you're saying that it's dead calm. So the problem is we're too used to the choppy conditions. We're too used to having to rough it out. Okay, well, I don't really like that as an excuse. This is good. It seems that their battlecruiser force is trying to evade our northern force, which hopefully means we might be able to bite these guys off, which would be quite good. Let's see if we can do it. Let's take a bit more of a southerly course here. Maybe just push them upwards if we can. Getting some armored cruisers under our guns seems like quite a nice idea. I do want to turn in a little bit just to give a little bit more arc. We are like basically smoking up our own folks here, but losing turrets. That's what you get for skimping out on turret armor. Everyone else is still fully operational though, it looks like. Okay, let's keep going. The big clash coming on down here potentially. We have a lot of DDs. I think these are this is a mix of our older DD as well as the newer. Oh no, these are mostly the newer because they've got the dual torpedo tubes. rather than just the 2 of the earlier versions. How far is the torpedo range here? It's pretty good, actually. Maybe we... Alright, it's time to start making some really appalling moves. We're going to take over control of this DD squadron, get max speed, and we're just gonna see if we can plow out towards them. The other DDs should remain in the support screen. Okay. We have the light cruisers in the middle of the mix. That's good. They're still not in range. They have bleak range. I think they might only have 5-inch guns. We really need to get some better designs. We're coming into extreme range here. What are we talking about? This is about 5,000 yards is like there, so like under 10,000, or about 10,000 perhaps. Okay, I think if we get closer, we're going to potentially risk taking shell hits, but maybe it's worth it. If we continue to advance, though, they're certainly going to turn away, and then our DD strategy doesn't pay off. So maybe we just slightly reduce the aggressiveness. These guys are still headed north, so this is exactly what we want. We want to split their force up. Let's get you guys going on a slightly better north, so hopefully they continue to track away from us. Yes. Okay. Molt takes a hit. Oh, I'm going to mispronounce some things terribly. Okay, they have an old style. Oh, okay. Yes, they can't run away either. Okay, so we've got their slow force, and their advanced force seems to have been shooed away. Perhaps they're scared of these. Well, Lutzau obviously being a very formidable ship, and being able to hit 30 knots. It only has 12-inch guns, so it's a little bit undergunned and like it's big and kind of clunky. Trading a lot for all that extra speed, but okay. Let's just do some crazy DD stuff. Let's see if we can get away with it. We often end up sacrificing needlessly many DDs in these situations, but you know, that do be the way. Let's see if we can. Come on, baby. Give us some. They're turning away. Let's maintain the brutal range. We're not taking much damage over here at a glance. Hard to say what the retaliation's like. Have we had our light cruisers getting smacked up? Okay, that doesn't look too good. Okay, he's fine. What, just a jam? You detached? Oh, you detached because someone was close. It just feels like panic. Okay, he's totally fine. He's panicking because of these guys. Perhaps I should be as well? He could taunt me. Why did I let this happen? You guys are supposed to be preventing this from happening, I will say. Okay, you're actually on task, but perhaps I wasn't paying enough attention here. Okay, look, this is fine. If the torps are coming in, they're coming in like this. All we should do is turn together, turn north. Let's see if that is a good idea. Okay, one more tick. Okay, and then instead of, now that the DD's turn, we turn back south. Van der Tann is getting hit. I think that's a penetrating hit with the asterisk there. That's unfortunate to see. You can come and keep these guys company. You've got a jam turret, I know. Yeah, maybe you come that way too. DDs. One more jink in, and then we'll see if we can line up some torps. Perfect. One more tick. Near miss. Okay, lucky. We are getting a few hits back on this DD, I'm assuming. Gosh, this is a compromising position. Just trust. Just trust. Everything's going to be totally fine. Everything's going to be totally... We didn't at all sacrifice all of our torpedo protection for additional speed. That would be something I would never do. Okay, DD in the front here is taking a brutal pounding, but Let's see if we can cross behind them, launch some torps. You guys are still going max speed. They're going to turn away from us further because of torps. Let's turn even further in. You are coming to deal with that. Good. You should be trying to level out and keep your guns in a nice angle. Okay, go. Okay, now we're dealing out hits and not receiving hits. That's always a nice thing to have. This guy is heavily damaged yet? Medium damage, 20 knots. Okay, so he's still a threat. Are these all turret jams? They must be. 17% is suspiciously similar. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. Alright, which, at least say you're jamming the back turrets, right? Of course not. Brutal. Alright. More turns. Okay, DDs. It looks like this guy's like been taken out of the equation, hopefully. This is some interesting maneuvering. Because they're shifting to a breast formation, I guess. Okay. Okay, come on, boys. Come on, boys. Show us the pride of the Kriegsmarine. Probably nearly messed up there. Okay, can we get some good torpedo shots off? These are chaser torpedoes, so almost certainly no, right? But there's so much to hit. That's the thing. Any good solutions? Or is it just nonsense? Okay, just nonsense. Let's fire just everything. Can we do them? No, we have to do them one at a time. I mean, you know, they say don't put all your eggs in one basket, but like here I am with an empty basket that used to have eggs. So, okay, we may have to wait for another turn for some of these others. Let's do a leveling out of the course to hopefully bring more people into that torpedo position. I think you are in a good chase line. So this is really good for us, apart from for these trailing ships, which again are old-style, cross-deck, indefatigable layout battle cruisers. They do go 25, but they, you know, these are obsolete almost by the time they were built. Versus these guys who are much, much more potent. I think these are 13-inch guns. So we should have good chase potential. Well, at least moderately decent compared to. Well, we don't actually have. Do we have good information on what they've got? Look at this, a predreadnought. You must be joking. You must be joking. Well, they are armored to the tubes. Okay, one round. Oh, good. The torpedo menu refuses to let you spend time, so that allows me to reconsider my choices here, which is good because I don't really need the light cruisers going after this floundering DD anymore. It went from medium to light damage, even though it was hit twice this turn. 3-inch guns on the battle cruiser secondaries. Really not doing a lot of damage, apparently. Doesn't really make me happy. Obviously, those need to be maybe 5-inch or 6-inch guns. Okay. Let's see. Can we get some more shots out? Hi? Hi? No solution? You offer me no solution? Oh, there's a low down here. What kind of line will that take? That seems like a nope. Really? You think that this guy is going to be here by the time your torpedo goes down, but this guy who's in a line, you're like, don't know. Really, what would be I guess it's out this way probably. Would have thought we would have something here. Anyone else? Anybody else? There might be a better way to do this. If there is, I guess leave me a comment. I would love to know. But for now, we shall be doing manual check. Oh, yes, thank you. At least someone. What? Huh? What? Okay, I thought for a second there that I had a solution, but I guess not. Maybe you who have the privilege of being able to rewind the footage at this time could figure that out for me. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Okay. There's some lows. Take a picture of it. This is real. And these are straight down the line, so hopefully they'll potentially impact more than one guy. Okay, now of course I've forgotten which of these was the target. Show me, show me, show me, show me, show me. There it is. Okay, so it's the 7200. Fire. No solution suddenly? Oh, and also I fired at the wrong one, didn't I? I'm a genius. So smart. Here we are. This is the one we actually wanted, wasn't it? No? Okay, I'm not really sure what kind of magic I'm experiencing right now. There is a problem with my mouse, which is causing it to double click sometimes, so that's probably somehow playing a part in this. I don't know exactly how. This is the fun part of the video. This is the fun part of the video where I'm merely wasting your time. No, that's awful. We'll give you one last try. Anything? Anyone? Can I? Could I? Any chance? Give me a good line. Come now. You snotty sucker. Okay, fine. Well, we're rolling one more second here, I guess. Let's turn in. And I think everyone else is on a good course. The enemy ships have... The other side of the enemy... Okay, so the AI is being a bit dumb here, I guess. But at the same time, you know, you can imagine a scenario where they believe that they are at a numerical disadvantage. Well, they're not really at a numerical disadvantage, but they are for modern ships. So they might be like, okay, we've been caught out. Information is pretty bad at this time. We do have some pretty powerful ships. Okay, finally some hits. He claims light damage. Okay, so apparently these 3-inch secondaries, I put, okay, in my defense, I put them on because they're quality +1, and I was like, hey, that's kind of nice, and they're light, so I can put lots of them. Apparently they don't actually do anything. Okay, getting 12-inch gun hits. Peppering the DD. Okay, well, at least, okay, there we go to heavy damage, nice. Okay, straight in still, I think that's the way. Okay, do we have any more torpedo shots here? Can we please do something about this? We haven't had any hits with our torps either. Are they in the water? They are. I think these ones are the ones I have all my hope in, right? These I'm not so sure about. Okay. Let's see. You've got to have solutions. No, no, no. Okay, I hate this. Do I hate it everything? Can I catch a break? I want you to shoot their battle line with torps. Okay, well, clearly since they're moving away from me, it's just a bummer situation. You know what? You know what? Who dares wins. Who dares wins. In fact, you know what? Who dares wins. Okay, cool. Okay, one more second. It's actually not seconds. I think it's, what is it, seconds? Turning in. Turning in. Big hits coming out. D's taking hits. Okay. Torps coming in. This is looking kind of nice, I will say. The lengthwise shots. Okay, they've got some light cruisers over here, so we should try to preserve our DDs if we can. Give them one more second on the in-turn. I said 1 more second on the in-turn. Okay, keep the situational awareness good. He's going down. They're out of the picture. We kind of want to move upwards a bit here to corral them. Okay, DDs. Take it back north. Give them some more torps. Torps coming in. Running out of fuel? Question mark? Okay, let's see if we got anything left. Anyone? No solution? Okay, they are fast enough to get out of our torp solution from here. You know what? In fact, you guys did a really great job, and I honestly don't think it's a good idea to just lose you. So let's turn away. I don't think you can collide. I don't know if that's because I turned stuff off because I'm a wuss or something, but I don't think I did. Okay, cool. Yeah, you guys just turn away. Let's see. Can we do... Let's do this. This is just ordering a flotilla attack, so all of these DDs who are hanging around in support may decide to go aggressive. I don't actually know the logic exactly on what it decides to do, but that's what I'm hoping is going to happen. That DD is getting pounded still, but it is heavy damage, 5 knots. Probably not going to last very much longer. We did slow down the cruisers and forget to reset them, so let's put them back to full speed. Did that separated cruiser rejoin? I guess it did. Or that, or it got sunk, which would be sad. Okay, we hit one. We hit one of the battleships with a torp. Excellent. They'll have no torp protection, I don't think. Maybe one at best. We also landed a 12-inch hit. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's keep this up. One torpedo hit out of that attack is better than nothing. I was kind of thinking we'd get nothing. You should have seen the first torpedo attack I did on this run through. You know, incredibly successful battle, but not due to the sacrifices of the DDs that were being made that day, unfortunately. Okay, let's keep going. Just wanted to try to provide them with little option to turn. If they turn south, they come into this force. Turn north, come into that force. Excellent. They're turning towards me now. I thought that said somehow implying that there were enemy torps in the water, which is luckily not, at least to my knowledge, the case at this time. Let's keep going. The DDs. Let's form back into a line and then come south. I don't know how this works. I don't think they'll be very graceful, but that's fine. Ooh, nice hits. Okay, some of them are secondaries, but primary gun hits too. That's looking good. Keeping on target with those forward-facing guns. Okay, just we'll turn out a little bit because they are coming in real close, and they might just be able to wound us, which would be sucky. Okay, coming in southerly like this. Turret disabled. Okay. B turret. That's their super firing turret. That's not great. How did that happen to you, you sucker? Alright, keep going. Okay, we're going to close with them real fast here. We've got like a broadside guy going probably 12, 15 knots, right? 10. So we're going to go right past them. These things have torps sometimes, so it's a little scary. Okay. The problem with mixing in a bunch of 3-inch guns is like, oh, hits? No, not with 3-inch guns. They're doing nothing. 12-inch guns, though. Okay, return fire. Upper belt. Okay, these DDs can return. Let's put them back on AI. And we can get a second group. Oh, in fact, no, hang on. They're deploying themselves. I need not command ye. Oh. Okay. I have already identified that I shouldn't be getting as hyphy into this section as like there is still some firepower over here. Are they coming back to see us? Not directly by the plumes, but okay. Let's come out a little bit. Blast him. Blast him. Okay, again, mostly secondary hits, it looks like. I don't know that those dreadnoughts are going to go down that fast as secondary hits. Enemy DD is hit by a torpedo. Okay, well, I'm so glad that's not me. Really? We're managing to torpedo their DDs? Oh, that guy? Really? Did we actually? Oh my god. So ruthless! You guys are supposed to be... Aren't you guys supposed to be looking after these guys down here? Where are you off to? Just got bloodthirsty. I mean, that is a second torpedo hit from this division, which is pretty nice. I think I will just get them to... Excuse me. Get them to just get their stuff back together and come back into formation, please. Impressive that they landed another one. Lots and lots of hits. Superstructure passed through and returned, though. Upper belt hit. Okay. The DD swarm is coming. This is looking good. We are getting superstructure hits. A belt? What's a D? Straddled. Okay, okay. These aren't battleships. These are battle cruisers. We should probably move ourselves slightly away from... And also look how we're surrounded by DDs. This is bad news. Get these guys up here to cover, and we'll pull a bit of a retreat. Do we want to pick up survivors? Yeah, those guys put up with hell. 12-inch guns, landing hits. Splinter damage on DD, engine damage on DDs. Not great, but here comes the swarm. Derflinger, superstructure hit, penetration, okay. Turret hit top, I'm pretty sure that's okay. Big exchange is back, mostly light guns. Couple heavy guns mixed in. Hindenburg, fore aft hull penetration. So Hindenburg's taken a little, but he's a durable beast. So let's just kind of casually, we'll probably turn out then back in, I suspect. We can probably slow down a little bit because... Let's just come down a little bit. These guys are still leaving the battle so far. Let's run. Do we have DDs? DDs. Do we have fish? I don't see any. Pretty sure I can just tell you to do it though. Mr. High chance of a torp landing. Let's do that. Is there a second? What about this? Where's that going? Cool. I like that general direction. Interesting. Sometimes you fire and then you lose the solution, which is interesting. Okay, well, perhaps there's, you know, some other limitation that I'm not aware of. Ooh. Could we do better? Really? Really? Okay. We're not doing better than this. Oh, 2 volleys? That's too much. That's too much. This isn't a war crime, because, well, technically this is the first time. Okay, what about you guys? Can we get some torps out of you guys? Anyone? No good solutions? High? 8? Wait, where is that? I don't see where he's gonna go with that. Let's just do it anyway then. High is good. Low solution. That is a solution? This guy's in deep trouble. 5 knots. We don't have one of those bigger boys. Yeah, that's the one I want to go for. That seems like a nice shot. Okay, couple volleys off. Let's not get too in the weeds. Okay. Torps are out. This doesn't look good. This does not look good for them. Okay. We've turned out our flankers. DD's coming in to help protect. Flankers could probably turn back in again. Unfortunate that their weapons are so ineffective against the DDs. I would have thought 3-inch guns... I don't know, when I imagine a 3-inch gun in my mind, like with my hands, like I'm like, that seems egregious. Okay, we are landing torps. What? There must be some like probabilistic, like, you know, the silhouette's not exactly. Oh. Okay, that seemed crazy. Van der Taan is hit by a torp. What? That wasn't what I wanted to have happen. Who? Where? Not here. Down here. Excuse me? Wait. Yeah. Okay. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? 36 flooding? You can survive that, buddy. You can. Okay. Excuse me. I know we just invented this stuff, but my guy. It was a mine? No, it was a torpedo. Okay. Mine or torpedo? Torpedo. Okay, so we need Van der Taan to come out of the line. Brand new dang heckin' battleship already got heckin' all blown up. Okay, so we'll take you out of the line and reduce your speed. Help get that flooding under control. Interesting. We need to be careful then. Let's overall turn the fleet away a bit. Where did that come from? We've got our entire DD screen between us. Okay, well that's, just the roll of the dice, I guess. Hindenburg. Let's turn you guys in again. I really wish you could take down these guys. Okay, guns. I must have hit these with more torpedoes than it looked like, or I double hit or something, because they both seem to be sinking. 5 knots medium, that seems to belie. 10 knots heavy, that also seems to belie how much damage they've actually taken. Oh no, this guy's still moving. Landing good hits though. Oh, okay, they're in a complete disarray. Sorry, there's also this guy. Heavy damage. Light cruisers, misunderstood commands. Okay, good. Keep you on the right track. Okay, we're slightly worried about... Let's get these cruisers coming across a bit, because we want them to start shooting these DDs up and keep them off our battleships. This is a dangerous situation. Yeah. We really need, better light cruisers. Because, hitting 30 is okay, you can keep up, but... And then they are just kind of light gun, spray and prayers. But they're not really the spray and pray that we really need to get these guys down. Okay, a lot of torps coming out. I want to keep a bit of range here. So I'm super worried about getting hit by torps. And these guys keep going. I think so. Okay, we're turning out because we don't want to get hit by torps. How are you doing? 7. Flooding is down to 14. That's good. That might mean we're going to be totally fine, but can't afford to take a second torp, that's for sure. Max speed? Where do I see max speed here? Down to 15. So, should be able to cruise out of here at the end, but I think for now we want to hold back for sure. Maybe even actually turn back and just help, sink these floundering bees. Battleships. I'm holding my face in my hands. Pre-dreadnought battleship. Not that dreadnought existed in this timeline. Okay. Lots of secondaries on the battleships. It's just not very that useful. Not very that useful. Stroke check. Stroke check. Okay. Couple 12-inch hits. That's a bit better. They're turning south with armored cruisers. DDs. Okay, yeah, we need to back out from these DDs. We're targeting the ships behind us. I mean, we have more or less demolished this line, and now it's just light craft, which we... Yeah, so these guys are going to be the ones who are going to attempt to kind of mow this down. Can we get these guys on this armored cruiser out here? That'd be kind of fun. Chase those guys down, see how they like our speed. Medium guns coming back at us. Superstructure hits on the DD. We got a hull penetration on the extended belt. Okay, that sucks. Come on. How long until sunset? 2 hours 40. Okay, so we've got... If we disengage now, we would probably still have one more chance to battle before the end. It'd be nice to keep a bit of pressure on them. We have pretty much rout them at the moment. These guys are enemies. Can we get... Okay, just... Someone has misunderstood signals. That's not so good. 13-inch guns getting lots of hits. Okay, so that's Van der Tan just going to town on the stationary battleships that are floundering back here. Bit of gunnery practice. Let's see, have you recovered? Flooding's down to 7. We've taken a bunch of structural damage. Are we taking return fire from the sinking battleships? That's funny. Okay, we want to probably turn in a bit. Still scary distance from those DDs. Okay, splinters. We hit the armored cruiser. Armored cruiser's taking hits, not this one. This one. Okay. The light cruisers. Do we have any stock left in these guys? I probably waste... No, these guys they're locked and loaded. Okay, good. Wait, how are they locked and loaded? It must be 2 torps, but I see. You have 3 torps, and they have reloads. Is basically what's happening here, I think. Can we get some torps on these guys? It wouldn't be you. It'd probably be like you. Hi. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. And then maybe the one behind you in the line as well. Dude. Okay, we don't want to blast like an infinite number of torpedoes, but let's try that. And then, okay, are you badly damaged, or are you just complaining about stuff that doesn't matter? You've been hit with 1 light hit, and your turrets are jammed. Yeah, okay. I don't really like that they display red health with turret jams. I mean, it can be hard to notice that your turrets are jammed if you don't, like, so it's kind of interesting to, like, pick out those details. But, really makes me think they're in trouble. Well, okay, so we're definitely mostly giving hell. Turret top. Medium guns. Okay. Can we get this Reuben class? Do you have a torp for the Reuben? Oh yeah. Let's go for a couple of those. Let's do a full spread. That should hopefully get rid of those 2 light cruisers. Anything on those first shots? Oh, maybe they're not so good. Okay, not even close. Oh! 2 torps on these guys? Okay, well, this could be bad. Do I trust that the AI is like, ah, those are my friendly torps? Or do I... No, of course I do. Come now. Turn together. Turn this way. That would have been so silly. Okay. You are shelling the armored cruiser here. Good. Keep that aggressive maneuver going. Okay. So, I think this is a good, like, maybe a good spot to pause for a while. It's been running for quite some time. This is Rule the Waves. Not quite so far the decisive... Well, what am I talking about? This has been a pretty decisive battle. We have, I think, sunk pretty much all of their, elderly pre-dreadnought vessels. 18 knots, pretty ineffective, but still a good amount of armor and still, some dangerous guns. As, I think Hindenburg found out to its detriment with a couple hits. But yeah, I don't know. If people are interested in this, we'll maybe do more later. And thank you, everyone, if you have watched. Bye-bye for now.